Hello and welcome into the broadcast, everybody. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. And it is the UEFA Europa League Semifinals. The first leg in both semifinals are about to kick off. We've got two cracking ties. Manchester United taking on Roma at Old Trafford. And then in Spain, it's Villarreal hosting Arsenal in the first leg of the UEFA Europa League semifinals. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This should be a lot of fun. For those of you who have tuned in before, you know that for a lot of Europa League broadcasts, I've done a whip around show. It's still kind of going to be like a whip around show, except there are just two games, so I'm not sure if you can necessarily call switching between two games a whip around show. But that's basically what it is. I'm not focusing on one particular semifinal. I'll be bouncing back and forth between both semifinals. It should be a really fun broadcast. We had two great Champions League semifinals yesterday and on Tuesday, and now both Europa League semifinals about to get underway as they will kick off simultaneously at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So in about a minute's time, 9 p.m. local in Villarreal, and then 8 p.m. local in Manchester. Well, looking at the Man United lineup, De Gea is in goal. And at the back for Man U, it's Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka. The two holding mids, Fred and McTominay, Pogba, Fernandes, and Rashford making up the rest of the midfield. And then Cavani gets the start up top for the Red Devils. So that's how it looks tonight for Manchester United starting 11. The referee for this match is Carlos del Cerro Grande of Spain. His assistants Juan Carlos Yuste and Roberto Alonso Fernandez. So this is where we'll start between Man United and Roma. But don't worry, I'll be bouncing back and forth between both semifinals. The visitors, Roma, this is what their starting 11 looks like. It's Pau Lopez in goal for the Italian side, the last Italian team remaining in UEFA competitions. It's Ibanez, Cristante, and Smalling at the back. Spinazzola, Verratto, Diawara, and Karsdorp in the midfield. And in the front three, it's Mkhitaryan, Dzeko, and Pellegrini. A Roma side that's looking to get the victory. Meanwhile, hopping over to that Villarreal Arsenal game, the starting lineups first for the home side Villarreal on a beautiful night in Spain. It's Rulli, the goalkeeper, Pedraza, Pau Torres, Albiol, and Foyt at the back. It's Trigueros, Capu, and Parejo making up the midfield, and then it's Chukwueze, Alcácer, and the guy who's been on a tear, especially in this competition, Gerard Moreno. Artur Diaz of Portugal is tonight's referee. His assistants Rui Tavares and Paulo Soares. It's an all-Portuguese officiating crew for this one. Meanwhile, for the visiting Arsenal, who have struggled greatly in the Premier League, and this is their last hope for making next year's Champions League. This is how their starting 11 looks. It's Bernd Leno in goal, Pablo Mari, Holding, and Chambers on defense, Saka, Xhaka, Partey, Ceballos, and Smith Rowe in the midfield, and then Odegaard and Pepe are the strikers, with Odegaard playing behind Pepe, a 3-4-1-1 formation. All right, this is where we will start, and we go to Manchester. Man United taking on Roma. Both semifinals have kicked off. Off we go, and I will have the scores of both games listed here. In previous rounds, there were at least 4 games going on at once when I did shows, so I couldn't fit the scores of all the games on the main graphic here. I had to put it on the ticker, but since there are just 2 games, both semifinals taking place, I can fit it, so the scores will be listed there throughout the evening. And off we go. Man United and Roma is where we start. Manchester United in their all-red kits going from left to right. Roma in all white going from right to left. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge of Man U. Already 2.5 seasons at the helm. As Spinazzola will take this Roma throw-in. Of course, the winner of the Europa League will qualify for next season's Champions League, if they hadn't already through their domestic leagues, which does apply to 3 out of the 4 teams in the semifinals as of right now. Villarreal, Roma, as well as Arsenal, of course, all outside of Champions League spots in their domestic leagues. Paulo Fonseca is the head coach of Roma. Although Roma are still in that Champions League race, but a Europa League title would guarantee them a place in next year's prestigious competition. Here's a long ball forward. Coming in to win the header is Victor Lindelof. Now on the far side of the pitch, it's controlled by Veretout, who will win a throw-in. That's played out of bounds by Luke Shaw, and Veretout is a bit shaken up after the play, it appears. A little shaken up is the midfielder for AS Roma. Yeah, he just pulled up for a moment, actually. And then he was actually the one who played it out. Excuse me. I missed that. So Veretout just ended up playing it out. And will they be forced to make a change early on? Slight drizzle in Manchester, England tonight for this Europa League semifinal. The sun not quite setting as the days get longer. And Veretout is walking off to the sideline. A substitution could be necessary. But we'll see as Veretout is evaluated by the athletic trainers on the sideline. So Roma will carry on at least temporarily down a man. As that pass is off the mark to Spinazzola, out for a throw-in. Looks like Veretout will be able to continue as the referee is about to wave him on. Not quite yet. But Roma will be back to even strength once Veretout is allowed to come back on the pitch. And there is the wave from the referee. So it doesn't look like any too serious injury for Veretout, who has been influential this season for Roma. Cavani sprays it wide for Paul Pogba. Here is Pogba. Plays it into Fernandez. Tightly covered here by Cristante. And eventually it's cleared out by Roma. It will be a Man United throw-in. And now Veretout is once again on the ground. And now it seems like a change will be inevitable. It just does not appear as though Veretout will be able to continue. It appears as though it is a serious injury. I'll get you caught up on that in a moment. But for the first time, we head to Spain. Villarreal taking on Arsenal. Villarreal in their traditional all-yellow kits. Arsenal wearing their blue kits for this match. Villarreal going from right to left. Arsenal left to right in this opening half of play. This goes back to Torres. Torres to the keeper, Rulli. It's been an impressive run from Villarreal in this tournament. And they don't feel like underdogs in this match. Arsenal are the slight favorites, or in the series is what I should say. Arsenal are slight favorites, but it certainly wouldn't be a huge surprise if Villarreal were able to pull off the upset according to the bookies. Oh, what a nice move here. And now a one-time strike fired in. And Villarreal have scored the opening goal not even 5 minutes in. It's Trigueros. And it's Villarreal 1, Arsenal 0. The first goal in 12 Europa League matches for Trigueros, but it comes at a time when Villarreal certainly wanted a goal. A brilliant start, exactly what they were seeking, and you couldn't have asked for a better start, really. Fired into the back of the net. The ball just fell to Trigueros. His teammates got out of the way, and a powerful strike as that one went right into the bottom left corner. Bernd Leno couldn't react in time. And how about this start? Villarreal leading Arsenal. And Arsenal with the exact opposite start that they were seeking, I should say. So 1-0 the Yellow Submarine. The first attempt on target goes in. And the home side has the lead, the first goal in either of the two semifinals. As we'll see how Arsenal respond, but certainly Villarreal with a statement opening goal just 5 minutes in. Here is Capu, who did play for Watford in the Premier League for a little while. Contest in the midfield. It was won momentarily by Thomas Partey. Now all the way back with Chambers. Thanks everyone for tuning in. What a start to the night as Villarreal have struck first against Arsenal. A 1-0 lead for the Spanish side. Trigueros with the opener. This is sent up the pitch by Arsenal. Partey over to Chambers. Chambers to Bukayo Saka. In the midfield, it's with Odegaard. And we will now jump back over to Old Trafford. Man United taking on Roma. No goals in this one yet. Could that change here? Pogba to Cavani. Nice through ball. Fernandes chips it in. And Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese superstar, has put the Red Devils in the lead. 9 minutes in, it's Man U 1, Roma 0. Intricate passing and a absolutely clinical finish from Bruno Fernandes. 1-0, and that's just the start Man U were looking to get off to. At Old Trafford, Pogba with a nice bit of skill, then finding Cavani, and Cavani with the beautiful one-touch pass into the path of Fernandes. Trying to come out was Lopez, but he couldn't get there in time as Fernandes just chipped it by Lopez and into the far corner. Absolutely brilliant. And it's goals galore early on in these two semifinals as Man United have taken a 1-0 lead. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with a smile on his face. Bruno Fernandes making it look easy. Obviously, ever since he made the move to Man United from Sporting, he's been so influential for this team. And Roma now have to fight back. And so goals in both semifinals inside the first, 8 minutes. 1-0 Man U, 1-0 Villarreal. Can Fernandes keep this in? Yes, he can. And he will win a corner kick as it's sent off of the Roma player. I believe that was Cristante. Fernandes now with 4 goals in 7 Europa League matches. All of those, of course, knockout stage matches after Man United were eliminated from the Champions League after the group stage. And Man U are hungry for more. A set piece on the way. 10 minutes in. A goal in each game. As Rashford had it, poked out a play by Mkhitaryan. It'll be yet another Manchester United corner kick. Luke Shaw this time plays it on the ground to Fernandes. Fernandes' driven ball is cleared away rather easily as this is sent all the way down to David De Gea. De Gea with the direct ball. just off the mark to Marcus Rashford. But Man United certainly with an ambitious start, and that has paid off with an early goal. Paul Pogba weaving through the defense, finding Cavani, and the pass from Cavani absolutely spot on, and the finish from Fernandes is top class. Overall, just a brilliantly worked goal from Man United. No fans at Old Trafford, but you can imagine this place would absolutely be rocking with that type of start. That's played out of bounds by Spinazzola, and it's quickly taken away by Roma in the midfield. This is played out wide to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan, edge of the box, swung on and missed by Dzeko. Roma keep it alive. It's played to the end line. A possible handball. Roma are certainly making their case. And VAR has said that they're going to take a look. Let's see here. The referee is heading over to talk with his assistant. So a possible moment of controversy here early on at Old Trafford as the referee heads over to his assistant. Roma were absolutely screaming at the official, pleading for a penalty kick to be awarded. It wasn't called in real time. Certainly VAR is checking it. And after the referee has a word, a penalty kick has been awarded. Wow. Well, let's look back at the replay. Sliding in was Karsdorp, and absolutely Pogba's right arm was way up in an unnatural position, and it struck his right hand. It certainly seems like the correct decision. Paul Pogba giving away the penalty as VAR is checking it just to make sure the right decision was made. But it does appear as though a penalty kick will be on the way for Roma. And up steps Pellegrini. Can Pellegrini grab the equalizer? What a start at Old Trafford inside the opening quarter hour. It's Pellegrini versus De Gea. And Pellegrini will step up. A couple of deep breaths waiting for the whistle. Deep concentration, and Pellegrini scores. It's fired into the bottom left corner. De Gea guessed the correct way, but too much power and accuracy on the strike from Pellegrini from the penalty spot, and we're all tied up at Old Trafford. 1-1 between Man U and Roma. Well, what a start in that match. As we'll now hop back over to Spain. These Europa League semis have not disappointed so far. Inside the first 15 minutes and 3 goals between the two matches, Villarreal and Arsenal now is where we head. 1-0 Villarreal lead. Gerard Moreno will switch it wide to Trigueros. And down went Pedraza. No foul called. A clean challenge according to the referee. As we'll quickly head back over to Man United Roma, going back to that penalty kick taken by Pellegrini. As I said, the precision and power on the strike was too much for De Gea. Perfect placement. And De Gea did guess the right way, but couldn't keep it out. And yeah, it's absolutely the correct call to give a penalty there. Pogba's right arm was in a completely unnatural position. It was Pellegrini's third goal in 11 Europa League matches, in Roma with a brilliant response after conceding early. 1-1 in Manchester, England. Here's David De Gea. Long ball forward. Chris Smalling, the former Man U player, wins the header for Roma. Mkhitaryan contests the header. It's won by Wan-Bissaka. Mkhitaryan pokes it away. It will go out for a Man U throw. Well, a swing of emotions for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He was absolutely delighted with the way his team started after Bruno Fernandes got on the score sheet within the opening 9 minutes of play. But then moments after that, a penalty conceded and converted by Roma. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all of a sudden doesn't have that look of delight on his face anymore. Here's Fred. Fred to Wan-Bissaka. Now it's Marcus Rashford. Man U looking to reclaim the lead. That's stolen by Roma, but given away to Scott McTominay. Cavani back for Fred. Now it's Luke Shaw. Pogba across to the near side with Wan-Bissaka. He'll get it back from McTominay. He's looking to play in Rashford, but getting there first for Roma was, I believe, Spinazzola, who played it off of Rashford to win the throw. The sun's setting in Manchester as the lights are shining bright at Old Trafford. Unfortunately, no fans in attendance for either of these two Europa League semifinals due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully, in a few weeks' time, we will see fans start to trickle in as the domestic competitions come to a close. There will be a limited amount of fans at both the Champions League and Europa League finals. The Europa League final will be in Gdansk, Poland, and the Champions League final will be in Istanbul, Turkey. And then, of course, with the Euros upcoming this summer, there will be fans at every match. That's at least what UEFA's asking for. Well, obviously at a limited capacity. As Diawara of Roma commits the foul, taking out McTominay. Free kick to Man U. Here's Rashford. Rashford gets around Smalling. But nice recovery by Spinazzola, although that's a misclearance. And Fernandes with an enticing in-swinging delivery. But it's Rulli who comes out for Roma and denies Man U of an opportunity. All right, back to the other semifinal. Villarreal, Arsenal. Villarreal with an early goal in the first 5 minutes have a 1-0 advantage. Arsenal looking for a response. Villarreal currently in possession. Here is Torres. Torres gives it away. Pablo Mari is there. Down the left wing, it's maybe an opportunity on the way. Nicolas Pepe. The return pass, and Pepe can't get there. Too much weight on that ball. And a goal kick. You can see Pepe's frustration. Going back to Villarreal's opening goal of the match. Sure, it was a bit fortunate to fall to Trigueros, but Trigueros made absolutely no mistake. A perfect strike into the bottom left corner. And Unai Emery, facing his former club, certainly the more pleased manager out of the two. Unai Emery, who was last with Arsenal before being sacked, and then going to Villarreal, where he currently manages. And Emery is the Europa League master, isn't he? He won 3 Europa League titles with Sevilla. He made it to the Europa League final with Arsenal. So 4 appearances in the Europa League final, the most among all managers in the history of world football. Here is Parejo. Now with it is Capu. Villarreal with a sustained period of possession. 20 minutes played. What's going on, Naime? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I appreciate you tuning in. No worries for interrupting. I love when everyone tuning in interacts in the chat. My second name means captain, boss in Turkish. Really, really, I did not know that. I did not know that. It's a good name in Turkey. That's good to know. They say okay. They say hey race, meaning hey dude, hey boss. Cool. Yeah. Here in America, it's pronounced Reese, but it's my dad is Portuguese, so it's reis in Portuguese, which means kings. So I knew that it meant kings in Portuguese because my dad is from Portugal, but I did not know that it means captain, boss in Turkey. I guess that kind of makes sense though. You know, king, captain, boss, kind of relatable. So yeah, thanks for that information. That's good to know. I never knew that. As Moreno's cross is cut out, it will be a Villarreal throw-in. Heading over to take the throw-in is Parejo. Sorry, the corner kick is Parejo. And Villarreal with numbers in the box looking to double the lead early on. In swinger, headed away from danger, and now Arsenal can start a counter. Here is Martin Odegaard. Oh, a nice touch inside by Danny Ceballos. Through ball, but Rulli is quick to get there out of his box to clear it. Good awareness by the Villarreal keeper. Here is Ceballos. Midway point of the first half, just past that actually, in both of the Europa League semifinals taking place. Appreciate all of you who have stopped by on this Thursday afternoon here in the U.S., Thursday night in Europe. Saka chases this ball, and it will go out for a Villarreal throw. Back with Rulli. Rulli plays it wide. Here now is Moreno. Oh, it's nice interchange, but the last pass out wide could not be chased down in time by Pedraza. All right, let's go back to Old Trafford. Let's do it. Man United, Roma, 1-1. This game has already had plenty of good moments, and maybe another one here. Pogba strike saved. Wan-Bissaka's follow-up blocked. Chris Smalling getting in the way. The Roma keeper, Lopez, is down. Play, meanwhile, continues for the moment. And now the referee will put a halt to the action as Lopez is clutching his left shoulder. It was a nice stop on a powerful shot by Pogba trying to curl it into the far corner. It certainly was a promising effort by Paul Pogba, the Frenchman, looking to put Man United back in the lead. It didn't look like Lopez was in all that much pain right immediately after he made the stop, but I would have to think it was based on the landing after he made that save. And yeah, then he started clutching that shoulder. What's going on, Fieri Inferno? I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by over on YouTube. Yeah, what's going on? It's been a great broadcast so far. We've had 3 goals between the two Europa League semifinals. 1-1 between Man U and Roma. 1-0 Villarreal leading Arsenal. And yeah, Lopez seems to be in a lot of discomfort. Perhaps that left shoulder popped out of his socket by the way he's slowly walking off and needing the help of the athletic trainer. It seems like that might be the case, but he's trying to stretch it out momentarily. And we'll see if he's able to continue or if the Roma backup keeper will be needed to come onto the pitch. Yeah, they may need to make a change as Lopez is still clutching at his left shoulder. He looked to try to test it. It looked like he was trying to test it out, but decided that he would not be able to continue. So Fonseca will have to make an early change at goalkeeper. I'll keep you posted on that. Back over to Spain we go. Villarreal 1, Arsenal 0. A Villarreal free kick upcoming. It's Parejo standing over it for the Yellow Submarine. Oh, a promising delivery. Headed down at the edge of the area. Pinballing through the box, and eventually Arsenal come away with possession. As that is played out of bounds for an Arsenal throw. It went off of Pedraza, who's now down for Villarreal. Who is playing Manchester United? Roma is. Roma is playing Man U. It's the UEFA Europa League Semifinals, first leg in both semifinals. So I'm basically going back and forth between both semifinals. So you won't miss a goal in either semifinal. But yep, Man U's opponent is Roma in the semifinals. Arsenal taking on Villarreal meanwhile, and Arsenal trailing Villarreal early. Yeah, it looks like on the follow-through, Saka just collided into Pedraza. But we play on. Nice controlled touch by Bukayo Saka. Saka back for Odegaard, who tees up Partey. But it's sent sky high over the bar. It's a good look for the former Atleti man, Partey. But not the strike he was seeking, and a goal kick is the end result. Just about the half-hour mark in both semifinals. Eventually going down was Pedraza. It's one back by Villarreal in the middle. Here's Trigueros, the goal scorer. Nice ball ahead. Open space here. Pedraza to the end line. And it was last touched by Arsenal. A set-piece opportunity on the way. As Paco Alcácer was looking to get on the end of it. And it was cut out by Chambers. Second corner of the match for Villarreal, who have had the better of the chances in this first half and cashed in on one of them. As it's Parejo standing over the corner. Good ball in, play to the back post, and put away. It's a second goal for Villarreal, and it's the center back, Albiol, who's got that second goal. It's his second goal in 9 Europa League matches this campaign, and what a goal it is for Albiol. 2-0, Villarreal have doubled the advantage over Arsenal. Arsenal can only shake their heads. It's been a disastrous start for the Gunners and a dream start for Villarreal. It was flicked onto the back post and left unmarked was Albiol. And Albiol able to finish one time, roofing it into the net. 2-0 the score. And how about this start from Villarreal in the first half? Unai Emery absolutely pleased. Against his former club, he's certainly getting the better of Arsenal. 2-0 the score. And Arsenal with already a big mountain to climb. It is only the first leg. But even then, it's a 2-goal deficit for an Arsenal team that struggled all season long in the Premier League, but have made it to the semis of the Europa League. However, they trailed 2-0 in the opening half hour. And now Villarreal once again on the attack. That's out for a throw-in. So 4 goals now between the two semifinals. The attempts on target, 2-0 Villarreal, and both attempts on target for Villarreal have gone in. First it was Trigueros, then moments ago it was Albiol from a corner. What a brilliant start from the home team. Here is the goal scorer, Albiol. He finds Torres, now out wide with Pedraza. This is sent all the way back to Rulli. It's a risky pass. Pedraza gets there in time. And now it's back with Rulli. Arsenal down by 2 in the opening half of play. As Rulli's long ball goes out for an Arsenal throw-in. Taken by Chambers. We'll hop back over to Old Trafford. 1-1 between Man U and Roma. And Roma maybe with an opportunity on the way. So here's Spinazzola. Spinazzola to Mkhitaryan. Good ball through. Play to the back post. And it's tapped in over the goal line by Edin Dzeko. And AS Roma have come from behind to take the lead at Old Trafford. A 34th minute goal for Edin Dzeko, who scored a number of goals against Man United while he was at Manchester City. Spinazzola was just patient and eventually found Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan with a brilliant through ball. And yep, kept on sides. That time was Pellegrini. Pellegrini with the ball across. And all Dzeko had to do was get there first and tap it in. And that's exactly what he did. First, the ball from Mkhitaryan to Pellegrini. And that opened up space. Pellegrini across the 6. Perfectly weighted ball off the left knee of Dzeko and over the line. He doesn't care how sloppy the goal was. A goal is a goal. And Roma lead it 2-1. With just over 10 minutes to play in the first half, it's quite the start at Old Trafford. In both games, really, we've had thrilling starts. Dzeko with his 5th goal in 9 Europa League matches this season. Well, Man United got off to about as good of a start as he could have asked for, but it's all gone downhill since. Meanwhile, going back over to Spain between Villarreal and Arsenal, it looked like there were shouts for a penalty kick from Arsenal. Ball played over the top. However, before that, was it taken down by the left arm of Nicolas Pepe? That's the question. It was a clumsy challenge ultimately on Pepe, but before that, it did look like Pepe controlled the ball with his left arm. And so VAR is having a look. The Villarreal players are surrounding the Portuguese referee. A penalty check is occurring. Villarreal are enraged right now because it did appear as though before that penalty occurred, if it was indeed in the box, it was clearly a foul. Was that in the box? We'll see. I'd have to look at it again. And now the Portuguese official is going to head over to take a look at the monitor himself, because it did look like before the foul was committed, there was a handball on Pepe. It certainly appeared as though it struck his left arm, and there's a very good look as the feed is currently showing the VAR output. A quick look from the referee, and he does decide that it was a handball by the attacking player, and a yellow card will also be given to Nicola Pepe. No. Sorry. They're taking away. He's saying no yellow to the Villarreal defender who committed the penalty because of the handball. So no card to Pepe, but it was a handball. Quite obvious. So VAR does its job correctly. And Arsenal thought they had an opportunity to get on the board, but instead it's a free kick going out. Ultimately, the right decision made. Headed into the box by Villarreal. Cleared away by Arsenal. Oh, you're from Indonesia? Awesome. That's awesome. I like when I get a global audience. Yeah, great to meet you as well. Yeah, I'm from the United States. So yeah, I live in the US. Um but yeah, that's awesome that you're from Indonesia. I actually I know someone who lived in Indonesia for a few years. His name's Simon. He's my dad coached college soccer, and one of his assistants was Simon. And yeah, he's had a pretty unique life. He was born in England. He lived in Indonesia for a little while. Now he lives here in the U.S. But yeah, so it would be cool one day to go to Indonesia. I also have a friend who lived in Singapore, which is in that area, of course, in that region. So yeah, great to meet you, and it'll be a free kick here. I'm from the United States. I'm from the USA. Yep, I'm from the United States of America. As the curling free kick won't matter. A foul was called. A rather quick free kick taken. The long ball sent ahead for Alcacer, and fortunately for Arsenal, Bernd Leno was alert, and he came well out of his box to win it. 2-0 Villarreal lead. What a game this has been. What a game the other semifinal has been as well. And some great first halves in both semis. Pepe is challenged by Foot, and Foot is called for the foul. Arsenal trying to play at a quicker pace. It's been a up tempo first half from both teams, really. Down the right wing, here's Callum Chambers with a cross that gets beyond everyone, including Emile Smith-Rowe. We're closing in on halftime. Let's go back to Old Trafford. 2-1 Roma. Roma have scored 2 unanswered goals and precious away goals as well from Roma. Man U looking for a response as a foul goes against Edin Dzeko. Dzeko, who scored the second goal for Roma. About 5 minutes to play in the first half in both matches. Cavani's making the run, and that's gathered in by Lopez. Thanks everyone for stopping by on this Thursday. It's a long punt from Lopez all the way to the opposite side of the pitch, goalkeeper to goalkeeper, as that was gathered by De Gea. Foul called. Wan-Bissaka was clipped from behind by Dzeko. 41st minute. Here is Lindelof. Looking for the switch is Maguire as he finds Wan-Bissaka. Pogba. Now Rashford. Advantage played. Rashford still going into the feet of Cavani. He just got tangled up. The attempted clearance blocked by Fred. He comes sliding in, but can't quite save it. Good effort by Fred, but a goal kick for Roma is on the way. Yeah, Pogba and Ibanez, they were going at it. A wrestling match, you could say. Eventually, both of them tumbled to the floor. The referee just said play on as that off-the-ball incident occurred. A rain United Manchester, England, and the home team down by a goal. Both English teams trailing in their respective semifinals. Am I good Man U or Manchester United or AS Roma? Are you saying who do I like either team? Is that what you mean? No, I'm not. I'm not a fan of either Manchester United or Roma. I don't understand the question, to be honest, but I think that may be what you're asking. Am I a fan of, or do I like Manchester United or Roma? No, my favorite team in the Premier League is Chelsea, and then my favorite team in Serie A is Inter. So I'm not a fan of either of these teams. So I'm just hoping for a good match. I'm hoping for a good match, and it's certainly been that so far. About 2 minutes until first half stoppage time. Here's Paul Pogba. He taps it out wide, but running out of room on the far side of the pitch was Luke Shaw. That goes out for a Roma throw-in. Appreciate you guys watching the broadcast tonight. That got away from Dzeko. All right, let's head over to Villarreal Arsenal once more. A 2-0 Villarreal lead. Arsenal already in some trouble early. What's going on, Karam? Really? I didn't even hear those reports. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's breaking news. Wow. Yeah, I just looked at my phone, and you're right, Karam. Wow, some crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff. I am handsome. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It'll be a Villarreal throw-in on the near side. Here is Bukayo Saka. Saka had it taken away by Parejo. And here come Villarreal. They've got numbers going forward. Leading the way is Foyt. Foyt still going. And a yellow card offense here. As Ceballos was beaten by pace. My goodness. What a run made by Parejo there. I meant Foyt, excuse me. How old am I? I am 16. I'm almost 17. I'll be 17 years old in July. Free kick on the way for Villarreal. Paco Alcacer is standing over the set piece. 30 seconds from stoppage time in this one. Is there a late first half opportunity for Villarreal? It's Paco Alcacer over the wall, but it went right to Bernd Leno. A nice move by Granit Xhaka. Just 1 minute added on to the first half. Here is Rob Holding. And Poor pass from Partey as he sends the ball out of play. And Mikel Arteta's facial expression says it all. Here is Rulli. Final seconds of the first half. Rulli out wide. Pedraza into Trigueros. Trigueros, who scored the opening goal for Villarreal. They'll be happy with a satisfactory opening half. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. And that is the halftime whistle. It was Trigueros and then Albiol. It's Villarreal leading Arsenal by 2-0 at the half. A hole to climb out of for Arsenal. Still 45 minutes left in leg one, and of course a whole second leg to be played next Thursday. But it's not the opening 45 minutes that Arsenal wanted, and Villarreal deserving of the 2-goal lead. That's at halftime. Meanwhile, Manchester United and Roma are currently in first half stoppage time. 5 minutes added on to the end of the first half in this game. We're currently in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, as it will be a Man U goal kick. Man United trailing 2-1. All right, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate everyone who's tuned into the broadcast tonight or this afternoon where I live. Here is Fred for Man U. Fred finds Rashford. Rashford with a dangerous curling ball in, but in the end it's saved. A concerned look on the face of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as his team trails 2-1. Roma with 2 important away goals as well. Throw in taken by Wan-Bissaka. Just over a minute to play in the first half of this one. Here is Edinson Cavani. Now Fred to McTominay. Sorry, to Maguire. Maguire's pass intercepted by Henry Mkhitaryan. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. Cavani with a chance. He's denied. What a stop. Cavani with a second opportunity. That's blocked. And what a chance that was for Manchester United. Edinson Cavani denied twice of an equalizing goal. Now Fred to Rashford. Rashford onto his right foot. Crosses it in. That's blocked by Pellegrini. It will be a Manchester United corner kick. Yeah, just a horrible pass played across the back. And fortunately for Roma, they didn't have to pay for a poor giveaway. And this is probably the last opportunity of the opening half as Luke Shaw delivers the in-swinger. The header at the back post is just high. McTominay went leaping up, and there was a big collision. 2 Roma players are down. Yeah, a huge collision as McTominay rose up, the header going over the crossbar, and that should do it for the opening half of play. And there is the halftime whistle. The Roma player still down. I believe it's Ibanez, the Brazilian. So he will receive medical attention as the rest of the both teams head to the locker room. What an entertaining first half in both matches. It's Roma leading Man U 2-1. It's Villarreal leading Arsenal 2-0. I'm back for the halftime report in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. And what a first half it was in both matches. 5 goals between the two semifinals, and that was just the first half of both first legs in the two Europa League semifinals. And let's go over the highlights of both matches. First, Man U Roma, just 9 minutes in, Manchester United would find their first goal. Just great team goal, really. Pogba with a bit of skill to get around a couple of defenders, then finding Cavani. Cavani with a beautiful one-time pass, and then the finish from Fernandes. Top class as he chipped it over the keeper and into the far corner. However, Roma would have quite the response. 13th minute, Paul Pogba called for a handball inside the box. The right decision. Ultimately, VAR got it right. Pellegrini stepped up, and there was no mistake from the spot as he fired it into the bottom left corner. De Gea guessing the right way, but too much precision and pace on the strike. And then Roma would take the lead. 33rd minute. Edin Dzeko with the tap-in as it was played into Pellegrini. Pellegrini across the 6-yard box to Dzeko. It ended up going off his left knee and in. Roma won't care how they got that second goal. Just the fact that they got it, they'll be pleased. 2 away goals in Roma have come from behind to take the lead over Man U. Meanwhile, in Spain, Villarreal got off to a great start early against Arsenal. 5th minute, Trigueros waiting for the ball to come to him. And my goodness, he made no mistake once it did. A rocket into the bottom left corner to put Villarreal on top. And then from a set piece in the 29th minute, it would be the center back, Albiol, with the second goal of the game for the Yellow Submarine. No one picking him up at the back post. The header flicked on right to Albiol, and he made no mistake from that kind of range. And Arsenal in some trouble. Both English clubs trailing at the interval. As after a quick break, I'll look ahead to the second half of both the Europa League semifinals. There was certainly plenty of entertainment in the first half. Hopefully the second half will be the same in both matches. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more in a moment. I'll be right back. Welcome back into the halftime report. It's coverage of both Europa League semifinals. Roma with a 2-1 lead over Manchester United. Villarreal up 2-0 over Arsenal at the break. Thrilling first halves for the neutrals, not so much for both English clubs. But yeah, when it comes to the unmissable moments of the first half of both games, well, one of them has to be that Dzeko goal. Not for the beauty of it, but because of the significance of that goal, as it put Roma ahead in this match, as Roma have come from 1-0 down to go 2-1 up as we get ready for the start of the second half in both matches. Should be good second halves on the way between Man United and Roma, as well as Villarreal and Arsenal. Don't go anywhere. The first legs of both the Europa League semifinals continue after the break. The second half is next from England and Spain. I'll be right back in a moment. Sorry about that. We are ready for the start of the second half in both Europa League semifinals. Manchester United down by a goal at home against Roma. Villarreal and Arsenal, meanwhile, are on the pitch and will start the second half of their match a few minutes before Man United and Roma do so. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the broadcast as we get ready for what should be a thrilling final 45 minutes in both matches. We'll see if that indeed turns out to be the case. Of course, the second legs of both of these semifinals will be a week from tonight, next Thursday. There will be some halftime substitutions made by both Villarreal and Arsenal, it appears, or maybe just Villarreal. We shall see. Well, certainly Villarreal making a change. Francis Coquelin, formerly of Arsenal, comes on for Paco Alcacer. So Alcacer's night only lasts 45 minutes. We'll see what type of impact Coquelin can make off the bench for the Spanish side. That leads 2-0 at the break. It looks like Mikel Arteta will stick with his starting 11 for now. I'm sure some changes will be made during the second half. And here we go. It's Arsenal in blue going from right to left in the second half. Villarreal in yellow going from left to right. Perhaps Alcacer picked up a little bit of a knock in that first half. He does have, his boots off and all. So that's probably the reason he came out at the break, because obviously he's one of the most talented players on the pitch, but it looks like it was an injury that forced him to come off at half. And here we go. Villarreal going from left to right, Arsenal right to left. Bit of a late challenge. And a foul is called against Arsenal right in front of the referee in midfield. Danny Ceballos, the guilty one. Yep, just came through late on Parejo. Rather easy decision by the Portuguese official. Here's Parejo. Now it's Albiol who scored the second goal for Villarreal from a corner kick. That came just inside the half-hour mark. Albiol to Rulli. Rulli sends it wide. Bit of pressure here from Arsenal. It's a takeaway in the attacking third. This is laid back to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard keeps and now finds Thomas Partey. Edge of the box at Saka. Saka trying to get through, but at the last second it was taken away by Coquelin, the substitute. However, it's quickly back in the possession of Arsenal. Nicola Pepe up the line. Ceballos with a dangerous ball in, and the shot at the near post was blocked. Pepe had a decent opportunity. Albiol got in the way. It will be an Arsenal corner kick. Well, this is a decent start to the second half for the Gunners. First corner of the game here for Arsenal. It comes early on in the second half of play. Here comes the outswinger from Odegaard. But before that, the referee will just quickly have a word with players of both teams. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in that congested area in front of the goal. It's not far enough to reach Smith Rowe. However, Arsenal do keep it. Here's Odegaard. Now Partey. Partey to the other side of the pitch. Here's Smith Rowe. A goal early in the second half would certainly be a huge confidence booster for this Arsenal team. They're looking to get on the board for the first time. Here's Partey. Chambers gets it back from Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe back out wide. And the delivery sent to the back post. Making the run was Pepe, but the ball just went over the end line. All right, for the first time in the second half, let's head to Man United and Roma. They're a few minutes behind the Villarreal Arsenal game because there was more first half stoppage time in this one. And so they are right now kicking off the second half. Man United in their red kits going from right to left for the final 45 minutes. Roma in all white going from left to right. A 2-1 lead for AS Roma on the road. This would certainly be a big result for the Italian side, but still plenty of more time left in this match. Pogba with the heel flick pass, and fouls called against the right midfielder Karsdorp. Sorry, against Shaw as he fouled Karsdorp. Free kick is floated up to Dzeko, who's called for the foul. It's been a disappointing season in Serie A for Roma. They're not really playing for much anymore in Serie A. Earlier I said they were in the Champions League race, but I was wrong. I mistook them for Lazio. So this is it. This is the big match for Roma. This game and obviously next week's second leg as well. Yeah, Roma currently 7th in the table, and they're 11 points outside of both the Europa League and Champions League spot. So this is their hope. If they want to participate in a UEFA competition next year, they have to pull through in this Europa League. Although there will be the Conference League next year, so perhaps, they would make the Conference League in the current position they are in the Serie A table, but obviously you don't want to be participating in the Conference League if you're a big club like Roma. But if they do win the Europa League, they will be in the Champions League next season. Oh, dangerous ball to the back post, held up by Mkhitaryan, laid back to Diawara. Back into the midfield. The direct ball forward cut out. Fred ahead to Paul Pogba. Pogba ahead to Cavani. Now it's laid off to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes closing in back to Cavani. What a goal! Man United at pole level. It's the Uruguayan striker Edinson Cavani. 3 minutes into the second half, and Man United have pulled level 2 apiece at Old Trafford. Well, what a goal this was. There may be a review to make sure on the original ball, Cavani was onside. He was certainly onside on the second pass that came from Fernandes. Fernandes now with a goal and an assist. Set up Cavani, a magnificent goal. Off the bounce and roofing it. Upper 90, top right corner from Edinson Cavani. And we're all level in what's been a thrilling game over at Old Trafford. The goals just don't stop coming. And now Man United are the ones with the momentum on their side. Here is Smalling. Before that, though, a foul was called and a yellow card comes out. Pogba is wincing in pain as the substitute VR is shown yellow. Yeah, it was just on the follow through. The right boot caught Pogba high. Sure, all ball from VR originally, but there's no complaining. And there's no reason to complain about that decision because on the follow through, it was certainly a yellow card worthy tackle. And so Pogba now gets back up to his feet, going back to that Cavani goal. Yeah, he was just held onside by Smalling on that original pass. Everything was legal. And yeah, as I said, on the second ball that came from Fernandes, he was clearly onside. And this is not an easy technique whatsoever. That's the type of goal that only the top strikers in the world score. Edinson Cavani with a top-notch equalizer. We'll go back to Villarreal Arsenal right now. Villarreal up 2-0. Arsenal trying to fight back in the second half. They have it in them. An away goal would go a long way as well for Arsenal. Emile Smith-Rowe getting a bit more involved in the second half. That's what Arsenal need more of, but they're still in search of that opening goal. That's turned over by Rulli. Here is Odegaard. Nice combination, but it just slipped by Odegaard. And now it's Moreno. Gerard Moreno. Out wide into space with Chukwueze. Chukwueze down the right wing, looking to split the defense. It's a good recovery run by Nicola Pepe, but still with it is Chukwueze. Now Parejo. And Villarreal score now than Arsenal are in big time trouble heading into that second leg. Now all the way back from Albiol to Rulli. Here's Capu. Oh, a nice turn. Trigueros over to Pedraza. At the edge of the box, Pedraza has it stolen away. Rob Holding up the sideline. Ball played into the middle. Smith Rowe lays it back. Space opening up here for the Gunners. It goes wide with Pepe on this near side. Square pass for Ceballos. And there will be a foul against Danny Ceballos. It's a second yellow. A second yellow shown to Danny Ceballos. And Arsenal will be down a man for the remainder of this match, which will be 30-plus minutes. And Ceballos is furious, as are the rest of this Arsenal team. Thomas Partey also shown yellow for his protest. It's gone from bad to worse for the Gunners here in the second half. A red card shown to Daniel Ceballos, his second yellow, and off he goes. Just a nightmare scenario for Mikel Arteta's side. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Looking back on the replay, he just stomps. On the left foot of the Villarreal player. Perhaps you could view it as harsh, but it's a second yellow nonetheless. And Danny Ceballos has been sent off. Arsenal down a man, trailing by 2 for the remainder of the night in Spain. It's gone from bad to worse. Ceballos is still over on the sideline, hoping that VAR will overturn the decision. I'm not sure if there's enough there to overturn the ruling. It seemed like a yellow card was fair, and it happened to be the second one for Ceballos. The fourth official tells him to make way. And now Arsenal will have to adjust, trailing by 2. And can Villarreal step on the gas and take full advantage of being up a man for the remainder of the night? Here is Foot. 59 minutes played. Now Capu. That's stolen by Arsenal. This is played into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe goes down. No foul according to the referee. Villarreal now leading the way at the other end. Smith Rowe is still down. The referee saw nothing in that challenge, as that goes off of Xhaka for a Villarreal throw-in. Smith Rowe's still on the floor. Let's see another look. You could see why the referee didn't call it, because you could argue that Smith Rowe was the one who actually kicked Albiol and just got on the wrong end of it ultimately. Let's go to Man U Roma quickly. A heavy challenge on Fernandes. Advantage played. Here's Paul Pogba. Pogba to McTominay over the back post. A crucial touch of the last second. Cavani now gathers. Here's Fernandes, edge of the area. Beautiful ball. McTominay couldn't head it on frame and will be called for a foul. But Man United certainly hungry for the lead once more. They led 1-0, trailed 2-1. Now it's all level at 2 apiece inside Old Trafford. Yeah, it was Ibanez with the crucial touch, or else Cavani would have probably tapped in at the back post. What an opportunity for Man U there. Goal kick sent across midfield. And now it's Juan Bissaka who claims possession for Man U. He couldn't find Rashford. Now he'll have to track back. VR. Back to Cristante. And that's how to play for a Roma throw. Closing in on the hour mark. What a thrilling game it's been at Old Trafford. Both semifinals have been absolutely brilliant tonight. As good as the Champions League semifinals were midweek, these two games have been quite entertaining in the Europa League semis. Man United come away with possession. Here's Pogba streaking forward. Oh, he just couldn't connect with Rashford. The right idea from Pogba, but the pass was blocked off. And now the other way, here comes Ibanez. Ibanez wide. Good service from Karsdorp. And it's off of McTominay. Corner kick for Roma. What's going on, Drew? Thanks for stopping by. Any bold draft predictions? Not really, to be honest. I don't know. The draft is so unpredictable, honestly. I mean, I never know what anyone's gonna do, to be honest, except for Trevor Lawrence is gonna go one and Zach Wilson too. But outside of the first couple of picks, it's just so unpredictable. So no, I don't really have any bold predictions when it comes to the draft tonight. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm dying to see what the Patriots do. Good through ball. Chance for Roma. Played across to Dzeko. He'll track it down. Lays it back. But the final shot well off target from Chris Smalling, who was all the way up the pitch. It's end-to-end action at Old Trafford. Opportunities for both sides. Yeah, I really thought Pellegrini was going to go for goal. I thought he was going to take a crack at goal. Didn't have the confidence to do so. Instead, sent it across for Dzeko, who ultimately got there, but wasn't in a position to shoot. And eventually, Smalling made a mess of his opportunity. 60 minutes played, 2-2 the score between Man U and Roma in this Europa League semifinal. Here's Harry Maguire. Maguire for McTominay. Shaw to Pogba. Oh, the final pass just a hair ahead of Fernandez. And now here come Roma once more. A risky challenge from McTominay, but he wins it cleanly, taking it away from Mkhitaryan. That was a gutsy decision, but one that paid off for Scott McTominay. Here now is Luke Shaw. Rashford to Shaw. And the referee will bring it back. A foul called. And there will be a yellow card shown to Chris Smalling. Advantage was initially played, but then the referee brought it back. Yep. Just a late tackle from behind on Bruno Fernandes. So yellow card shown. Free kick for Man United. Fred finds McTominay. Rashford lost it on the far side of the pitch. Here comes Roma's counterattack once more. Mkhitaryan out wide. Through ball from Dzeko back to Mkhitaryan. The cutback is played off of Edinson Cavani, actually. There will be a Roma corner. All right, let's go back over to Spain. Two great games. Villarreal, Arsenal. It's a 2-0 lead for Villarreal. Arsenal down a man after Ceballos was sent off with a second yellow card. This game in the 65th minute. Villarreal hungry for a third. Oh, what a chance. Oh, it's just over. Gerard Moreno, who else with the chance? Closing down the angle was Bernd Leno, and he did enough ultimately. And he might have got a slight touch to it. Yeah, great pass. And then, yeah, Leno did get a touch to it. Am I a baseball sportscaster as well? Yes, I am. Yep, I do a lot of sports. Honestly, I do soccer, baseball, basketball, football, um, hockey. I even do tennis sometimes. Yeah, so I enjoy doing a variety of sports. But yeah, I do baseball as well. I'm a big Red Sox fan, so I've already done a few Red Sox games. And once the playoffs come around, in October, I'll certainly be doing a lot of MLB games. As that's headed to Nicola Pepe, who gets taken out. Free kick is given. You're looking forward to the baseball sportscasting? Awesome, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure when my next broadcast will be for an MLB game. It'll most likely be a Red Sox game since I am a big Red Sox fan. But yeah, definitely stay tuned to the channel, and I'll definitely be doing some games down the road. I think I've done 4 Red Sox games so far this season. So yeah, I'm glad that you're looking forward to that, and I will have fun. I love broadcasting games. It's a lot of fun. Here's Paul Pogba. Pogba to Fernandez. We're back with Man U Roma, by the way. Here's a chance. The shot saved, but Cavani cleans it up. It's the second goal of the game for the Uruguayan. 3-2 Man United. They've come storming back to grab the lead at home. And wow, what a turn of events in the second half. Edinson Cavani in the right place at the right time. Sure, the goalkeeper Mirante should have probably done a better job and not conceded a rebound, but Cavani, give him credit, was there to clean it up. A tap in as the original effort came from Wan-Bissaka. And once the rebound was conceded, there was no doubt that Cavani was going to score. 3-2 Manchester United. How about this game? The twists and turns continue. It's been a proficient second half for Man United where they've scored twice. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer pleased on the other sideline. Fonseca shrugs in disappointment. 65th minute, Edinson Cavani coming up big on the big stage. And now Roma will have to battle back after having the lead 2-1. That's the third goal in 3 Europa League matches for Cavani this season. His second of the night, of course. McTominay almost won it. Instead, it's Diawara. Still a lot more time left in this game. We could be in for more on this roller coaster ride. That delivery is headed away, and now here come Man U on the counterattack. It's Edinson Cavani, who's been on fire tonight. It's a poor pass, though, to Fred. Picked off in the midfield by VR. Down the left wing, it's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan, good cross. The header from Aiden Dzeko goes straight to De Gea. But Roma's certainly far from admitting defeat in this match. They're going to battle back, try to grab an equalizer. 66 minutes played from Old Trafford. 2 great Europa League semifinals tonight, especially this one between Man U and Roma. That's out for a Man United throw. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer providing instructions to his team from the touchline. Here's Paul Pogba. Pogba with a great switch for Wan-Bissaka. Now Rashford to Fred. Fred finds Fernandez. Fernandez, curling delivery. Smalling got down on all fours to head it away. And a foul is called against the Portuguese Bruno Fernandes. Free kick for Roma. Trail 3-2. All right, let's go back over to Spain. Villarreal, Arsenal. Arsenal with a chance here. Dangerous cross cut out inside the 6. Now this will be tracked down on the far sideline by Saka. Here is Smith Rowe. Now Bukayo Saka. Saka into the box, still going. He goes down, and a penalty kick is awarded. It was a bit late from the Portuguese referee, but he does point to the spot, and this is Arsenal's chance to grab a very important away goal and cut the Villarreal lead in half. Yep, it was a bit clumsy from Trigueros as Saka went between the two defenders, Capu and Trigueros, and the right leg came out from Trigueros. That's absolutely a penalty kick, in my opinion. And now, what an opportunity for Arsenal. Down a man. Can Rulli come up big? The VAR check is over. The penalty is given, and it's Nicola Pepe who will step up for the Gunners. Huge moment in the game here. A massive moment, and that's an understatement. Rulli against Pepe. The referee provides instructions to Rulli. Pepe locked in. And here it is. He'll score right down the middle. Nicola Pepe has put Arsenal on the board at last. Down a man, a penalty kick converted by Pepe makes it a 2-1 game, the 6th goal in 12 Europa League games this season for Pepe. And it's game on in Spain. Now heading back to Man United Roma, Manchester United have been awarded a penalty kick. How about this? And it's none other than Bruno Fernandes who will step up. Penalty kicks in both matches. Fernandes with a long, deep breath. Can he double the lead for Man U? Yes, he can. 4-2. It's 3 second-half goals for Man United. And what a second half it's been from the Red Devils. First, it was 2 goals from Cavani. Now 2 for Fernandes. And the Portuguese superstar has provided comfort in Man U's lead. A confidently taken penalty kick. A little stutter step. And the keeper, Mirante, guessed the wrong way. Fernandes with no problem from the spot. And going back to the challenge that led to the penalty kick. It appeared as though Smalling was called for the penalty. Yeah, he clipped Cavani. It looked like, looking at that, it seemed like a harsh decision, but a penalty it was, and Fernandes has scored his 2nd of the night, his 5th goal in 7 Europa League matches this season. And now more work for Roma to do. They were up by 1 at the half. They now trail by 2. Will be a Roma throw in here. Karsdorp over to take it. Yeah, going back to that penalty, that seemed pretty harsh. But the decision was made, and Man U took full advantage. Here's Victor Lindelof. Now Luke Shaw. Man U now just trying to see out this victory and see out a 2-goal lead, because if Roma were to get a third goal, they would have 3 away goals heading into that second leg. It would certainly give them, a shot. But with Roma down by 2, it'll be a much more difficult task heading into that second leg, because they will need a 2-goal win. But the way this game's been going, there's probably more goals still to come, so buckle up and stay tuned. Cavani saves it. Here's Pogba in the middle. Fernandez into Cavani. Cavani the chance! A left-footed effort blocked. It was a great sliding block by Cristante, I believe. Roma can only clear the midfield. Fernandez over to Wan-Bissaka. Now it's Pogba. It's a whole different Man U team the second half. Now McTominay drives one in on the ground. Sent away. It will be a Man U corner. Just over 15 minutes remaining. Yeah, going back to that Cavani chance, he's in search of a hat trick. And it was actually Ibanez who came sliding in to deny Cavani of a third goal. Here comes a Man U corner kick. It's played short. Fernandez delivers. Pogba with the header. And Man United have a fifth. Paul Pogba on the score sheet. And Manchester United have been absolutely brilliant in the second half. It's now a 5-2 lead over Roma. Wow. The fourth goal of the second half. And it's Fernandez's second assist. Brilliant service. And a fine header from Paul Pogba. Pogba undoubtedly on sides. No one really picked him up. But still a great header. And an even better assist from Fernandez. Just top notch from Fernandez. Gorgeous ball. And Pogba with the powerful header. Slipping it into the left corner. Not enough time to react for Mirante. It's a 5-2 Man United lead. Mason Greenwood is set to come on for Man U, and he actually has just entered after that goal. So Greenwood's in, and Man United have a 5-2 lead. Rashford, by the way, is the one who came off for Mason Greenwood. Let's go back to Villarreal and Arsenal. It looks like a double change is being made by Villarreal with about 10 minutes to go. Moreno will come off. So Moreno exits, and Trigueros will as well. Trigueros replaced by Gomez. And now all of a sudden, this has become the more intriguing game out of the 2 semifinals taking place. Here comes a promising set piece for Arsenal, who've scored a goal down a man. Can they get a second? No, they can't. A foul was called before the ball went in. Let's look back at the foul. Well, that won't show it. But perhaps they'll show it again in a moment. Villarreal trying to hold on to the lead heading into that second leg in London next week. This is sent over to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka up the line. And it was handled by Pepe. By the way, there was a injured Villarreal player while I was over at the Man U Roma game. There was a serious injury. I'm not sure who it is that's been stretchered off. But that's an update regarding that. That might be Capu. Yeah, I think it is Capu. I can't confirm that though. Couldn't quite catch the number. Oh, and Villarreal had a red card actually. So I apologize, folks. This is what I get though for trying to do two games. You sometimes you miss something in the other because there's something crucial happening in both matches. So Villarreal had a red card. Wow. Well, we missed that. So it's now 10-on-10 the rest of the way. Here come Arsenal. Play could really open up now. Both teams are down a man. That's just beyond Pepe. He does save it. A great job by Nicola Pepe. However, a late whistle, and it is ruled out of bounds. It'll be a Villarreal throw-in. Pepe throws the ball down in frustration. Here is Rui. 83rd minute in this match. A 2-1 Villarreal lead, but the ending should be quite fascinating. Now it's Coughlin. Chukwueze is off to the races. He'll get there along the end line. Chukwueze, still with it, but it's eventually stolen. Ball's given away, though, by Arsenal. Here's Chukwueze again. Great pass. Now it's shielded by Moreno. Moreno to Chukwueze. Now an opportunity coming in at the last second, though, was Granit Xhaka. Parejo would have had a shot had it not been Granit Xhaka that intervened, and it was last touched by Parejo, so Arsenal escaped there. A goal kick for them. And look who's set to come on. That would be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who was out for a while as he contracted an illness while he was in Africa for the international break playing for Gabon. Good to see him back after battling that recent illness he went through. So Aubameyang replaces Bukayo Saka with about 5 minutes left plus stoppage time. All right, let's go back to Old Trafford. Man U and Roma. It's a 5-2 lead now for Manchester United. What a second half display it's been from the hosts. And could they get a sixth late? Let's see. Luke Shaw, to Harry Maguire. Now in the middle, it's McTominay. Back for Maguire. McTominay to Pogba. Ahead for Wan-Bissaka. Now Mason Greenwood finds McTominay. 82nd minute in this match. And a foul called against Roma. Roma just can't seem to be able to get the ball out of the possession of Man U, as that foul goes against Ibanez. And Man U will be in no hurry to take this free kick. Fred's night has come to a close. He'll make way for the former Chelsea man, Nemanja Matic. So Matic comes in, Man United in a rather comfortable position at this stage. It's crazy to think that they were down a goal at the half, as they now lead it by 3. Matic, before Chelsea, played with Benfica in Portugal. It'll be a corner kick here for Man U. Paul Pogba over to take. Actually, he'll now leave it for Bruno Fernandes. A goal and 2 assists for that superstar, Fernandes. Pogba with a goal of his own, scoring the 5th of the match for Man U. Bruno Fernandes with a corner, sent to the back post. A foul, though, called against McTominay as he tried to contest that ball. All right, let's head back over to Spain. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. Both players with a both teams down a player, each of them with a red card. And can Villarreal reclaim a 2-goal lead? They're in the attacking third. It's won cleanly on the near side, and a goal kick is awarded to Arsenal. We're 2 minutes away from stoppage time in this one. Unai Emery applauding his team's effort. Villarreal can hold on to this result. They certainly will be the favorites heading into the second leg, but obviously the series will be far from over because Arsenal have grabbed that all-important away goal. Villarreal had managed to keep the clean sheet, then they would certainly be a near lock, you have to think, to advance. But that goal for Arsenal has certainly changed the complexion of this 2-legged series. Here is Xhaka. Costly giveaway in the middle, as it was cut out by Albiol, and now here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze holds. Now back for Albiol. Here is Torres, 1 minute away now from stoppage time. Here's Parejo. Parejo goes wide. Here's Chukwueze, edge of the box. He'll find Parejo. Looking to thread it through is Moreno. Partey won possession. However, a foul will go against Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who just came into the match, and he'll also be shown yellow. Yellow card to Aubameyang. As we've reached the 90-minute mark, how much will be added on? That seems a bit harsh. You could tell Aubameyang was trying to back out. It was nothing really that intentional. Sure, it's a foul, but I'm not sure about a yellow there. And there's our answer. 5 minutes will be tacked on to the end of the 90. Still time left for an Arsenal equalizer. Or a third goal from Villarreal as Chukwueze is taken down. Foul called against Xhaka. Let's quickly go back to Manchester, where Man U have a 5-2 lead over Roma. And on the attack they are again. Oh, glorious ball from Cavani. Threads it through. Greenwood, the substitute, scores for Man United. Mason Greenwood makes it 6-2 in the 86th minute. Just an unbelievable assist from Edinson Cavani. He is having himself a night. And Greenwood, the substitute, gets in on the scoring. Wow, Man United are just absolutely rolling. A 6-2 lead, as we'll now head back to Spain, where all of the focus is now in the final stages. A 2-1 advantage for Villarreal. Three and a half minutes remaining in this match. How wide is VR? It'll be all to play for in the second leg in this match, in this series between Villarreal and Arsenal. Not so much in the other one. Man United just ran away with the first leg in a hurry. And shouts for a handball. Play on, says the referee. Good cross. The header just off the mark. As Leno's there for the stop anyways. We're midway through stoppage time. Was there a possible handball in the box there? Oof. Granit Xhaka was on the ground. And it bounced up onto his left arm, but not enough for the referee or VAR. 2 minutes to play. Martinelli for Xhaka. Ahead, Xhaka looking to return it to Martinelli. That pass cut out, however. Parejo can't hold on. And now it's Xhaka. If Arsenal get a late equalizer, then they'll certainly be in the driver's seat heading into the second leg, which didn't really seem possible after they went down 2-0 and got the red card. But that penalty kick has gotten them right back into this. Oh, what a through ball on the turn. Aubameyang with a chance. And a stop by Rui prevents Arsenal from grabbing a late tying goal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang looking to be the impact sub he very well is capable of being. Just slipped as he struck that ball, and that might have threw him off. It will be an Arsenal corner kick. They're giving it all they've got until the final whistle. The reaction on the sideline says it all. Big time save from Rui. Into the final minute, everyone forward for Arsenal. As Emile Smith-Rowe will come off. He'll be replaced by El Neni, the Egyptian. And it looks like Willian will also come on. He will replace Nicola Pepe. Willian, the former Chelsea man, of course. So Willian and El Neni enter. And here come the final seconds. This is probably the last chance for Arsenal to grab a late equalizing goal. Here comes the outswinger from Willian. Perhaps the last chance of the game. Leaping header is over. And that will probably do it. Going back to the Aubameyang chance, what an opportunity it truly was. Just struggled to keep his footing as he struck that ball, and that's perhaps what threw him off. And the final whistle is coming any moment at this point. Rulli sends the goal kick downfield. And the final whistle is blown as Villarreal do hold on for the 2-1 victory in the first leg. Still all to play for in the second leg next week at the Emirates in London. However, Villarreal do get the first leg win. As we'll now head back over to Man United Roma, 6-2. The final whistle in this one coming any moment. And there it is. Wow. What a statement victory it was for Man United. All eyes for them are on this competition as they try to win the UEFA Europa League. Well, they're halfway through their goal of making the final. And heading back to Italy, it is a very comfortable 4-goal lead for Man United as we get ready for the second leg next week. So that is it. We have full time at both grounds for the 2 Europa League semifinals tonight. How about that? 6-2, Manchester United defeat Roma. The other match, a much more closely contested affair, as Villarreal took down Arsenal 2-1. What a day it was. 2 games, 2 semifinals, and 11 combined goals. I mean, you guys know for both the round of 16 and quarterfinals, I did 4 games at once. And even on those occasions, at times, the 4 games combined didn't deliver 11 total goals. So, yeah, it was a really thrilling broadcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it as Man United take care of business comfortably against Roma 6-2. Villarreal hold on against Arsenal 2-1. Certainly the second leg to keep an eye on more so than the other will be Villarreal Arsenal, all to play for in the return leg at London, as both teams in both matches shake hands and head to the locker room. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a story of 2 halves for Man U. They trailed 2-1 at the break and scoring 5 goals in the second half, probably their best half of the season, to be honest. Meanwhile, for Villarreal Arsenal, to Arsenal's credit, they did fight back. You know, it was an ugly first half. In the opening half hour, they found themselves down 2-0, and then it even got worse after Ceballos was shown a second yellow, and he was sent off with a red. But Arsenal found a way, because after that red card, it seemed like there was no way Arsenal were getting back into this match, but they did. They got a penalty, scored, and they get that away goal, an important away goal, as we get set for what should be an intriguing second leg. So that will do it for my broadcast, everybody. I am Samuel Reese signing off, saying so long. Manchester United defeat AS Roma 6-2. Villarreal, the 2-1 victors over Arsenal. The second legs of both of these Europa League semifinals will be next Thursday. I hope to also be on the call for those matches as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was quite the second half showing from Man United. Arsenal fought back against Villarreal, but the Yellow Submarine do get the victory. Should be an interesting second leg between Villarreal and Arsenal, to say the least. I'll see you guys